What's up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze. Today we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hope you guys are having a very good day today. And today, before we actually continue, I want to say here, thank you so much, guys, for your support for my MIA. Your boy wasn't feeling 200%. Right now, I'm not yet fully 100%, but I do have enough energy for you guys to actually make some videos here, which I do actually do in here. So first things first, I did realize here that the EZA for the Giant Ape or the Giant Apes for Raditz, Goku, and Vegeta is actually coming out very soon. So I'm actually making a very quick video for the team building guide for the global first EZA, which aren't really the greatest, but you know, they're still pretty good here, right? These guys are definitely meant for Extreme Super Battle because they are definitely meant to be in slot number 2 or number 3. Also, they have that HP restriction when their HP is below 80%. They get that extra attack boost. So again, these guys are definitely meant for Extreme Super Battle Road. So shout out here to Luke Niente Dada. Not sure if I actually pronounced it right here. Luke Niente Dada. I just go with that. I just call you Luke here. So he did leak here on the 5th of October that the weakness is, of course, going to here be the Giant Ape Power for the EZAs. So this should be a very simple one right here. So if we actually take a look here at the EZAs, we actually have here only 1 or 2 leaders here, but we already have here is 1 leader, which of course is going to be here Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Now Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you definitely want to actually go ahead and bring him as your leader here, and the reason why is because he's the only one that provides that 170 across the board. Also key +3 as well here, but mainly for the attack and defense, getting that 170 is actually very powerful. Now, for some odd reason, people are trashing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which I don't understand because, to me anyway, he's still top 10 TURs in the game of Dokkan because his defense and his damage is actually really insane. And on top of that, he's super effective against all types. So, for the first 8 turns, Gogeta is a monster. And even after 9 turns, he still has a 50% chance to be super effective. I mean, no, for the first 8 turns and also beyond the Giant Ape Power category, which is a power creep level category, even though it's very small, like Gogeta can handle business here, and also does have a 50% chance to also dodge a enemy super attack and also counter, so that's actually also very good. So again, I don't know why people are like kind of destroying Gogeta, but Gogeta is still top 10 in my eyes anyway for as far as TURs here. But you definitely want to go ahead and actually bring this character in your team building. Another character you can actually bring here as well is going to be here the Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Now, Broly is also a leader, but he's also only 130 across the board, except for 170. So I probably would not recommend him, bring him as a leader. But what you could do, I mean, you could actually bring him in as a floater here. And the reason why is because his passive is really insane, right? So he gets attack and defense 140 when performing a super attack. Launch additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when there's a Giant Ape Power category ally attacking the same turn. So once you actually have him paired up with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, which is actually one of his best looking partners, this Broly is a menace here. Now, I do hope here for the Hero Celebration, which hopefully Global will also get here as well. I do hope that he does get an EZA because the hero units haven't aged, I wouldn't say completely, but they're still pretty good for difficult content. But I would like to get an EZA because these cards are really good and they're really fun to use as well here. So again, Super Saiyan 4 Broly, I could say you can definitely bring him as well because he will be also very effective against here Vegeta, hopefully. Hopefully Vegeta doesn't have any damage reduction against extreme class units. Because we still don't know what the damage reduction is going to be like. All we know is that the Giant Ape Power is their weakness. I know you actually want to bring here as well. Here is going to be here the sub lead for the Giant Ape Power, which of course is the Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. Now Gohan is actually really good, and I definitely would recommend. And the reason why is because he actually has his damage reduction, which is actually very powerful. And the reason why is because it's actually 40% damage reduction, right? So from his passive here, he's actually be here attack and defense 140, reduce damage received by 40% when there are 4 or more Giant Ape Power category allies on the team. Now do keep in mind that this Gohan is only an SSR, there's no TUR version yet. But we should be getting in the next month here for the Heroes collab. Now also for his leadership, he actually does provide here key +3 HP attack and defense 120, which is actually pretty good for an SSR card, right? So again, if you don't have any of the other leaders, you can still use Gohan as a leader here as well. The rest of his passive doesn't really matter because in this mode here, as you continue going down the road, the enemies will have, like, you know, immune to everything here, right? So Gohan is really just here for his damage reduction. Now, as far as the LRs, I think you bring every single LR here. The only LR that you don't want to bring here is, of course, the LR Team Bardock. LR Team Bardock is not the worst, but I mean, they're only really there just for support because these characters are really meant just to be on a Team Bardock. But I mean, they still provide your superclass allies attack and defense plus 30%. But again, I probably wouldn't recommend it just because you want to kind of blitz through this event as fast as possible. So I feel like bringing Team Bardock is just kind of dead weight. For the LR Super Saiyan 4s, you definitely want to bring them as well if you can. If you don't have the Easy A's for the TUR versions of the Super Saiyan 4s, because LR Goku and LR Vegeta are still very good to this day here, right? So let's actually start off here with Goku here. So Goku also has a very good leader skill, which is the Goku's Family, Ki plus 3, HP attack 170, defense 130. For his passive, he does actually get your attack plus 80% at the start of turn. Defense plus 20% at the start of each turn, up to 80%. Gets additional Ki plus 2, and yeah, he actually gets additional Ki plus 2 per Rainbow Ki Sphere or AGL Ki Spheres. Also has a medium chance of evading enemies' attack here. Now, the good thing about this Super Saiyan 4 Goku is that he actually does massively raise defense both on his 12 Ki Super and his 18 Ki Super. So, again, he's still going to be a slot 2 character, but again, if you actually give him his 12 Ki Super, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is actually very strong. And the good thing about the Super Saiyan 4 LRs is that they also have this beautiful active skill, which is only a turn 4 restriction. So once you actually hit turn 4, you can actually just use their active skill and do tremendous damage to the enemy here. So don't count out the LR Super Saiyan 4s. They're still very usable. It's just that they do require like a sort of a build up, right? Because you can see here that they actually build up attack and defense, where Vegeta's gonna be the opposite. But the LR Super Saiyan 4s are definitely still very powerful. If you actually take here a look at the Vegeta, Vegeta is basically the opposite. So basically, he gets defense plus 80% at the start of turn, builds up attack plus 20% up to 80% for each turn. Gets additional Ki plus 2 per Rainbow Ki Sphere or STR Ki Spheres, and of course has a medium chance of evading enemies' attack here. As you can see here, for his 12 Ki Super and his 18 Ki Super, this is where Goku actually looks much more better because Vegeta on his 12 Ki Super only raises attack, where on his 18 Ki Super he only raises defense and attack. So again, if you are using Vegeta, this LR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, you definitely want to actually go ahead and get his 18 Ki Super as a priority because that's where he's going to get most of his defense here on his 18 Ki Super. Now for LR Baby, you can actually use LR Baby here. LR Baby is actually very powerful against pure Saiyans. And the only problem that is that for most of his powerful links like Metamorphosis, Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, you really actually want to use your Baby with another extreme class unit, but there's not that many Saiyan units that actually share these link skills here, so that's the only problem with LR Baby, but you can still use him here because of his passive here. So for LR Baby here, he actually gets your Ki plus 3 attack and defense 100%, plus additional Ki plus 3 attack plus 50% when there's a pure Saiyan category enemy. Now for the second part of his passive, it's the exact same thing but for hybrid Saiyans, but this will not be activated because we're only against your pure Saiyans. But you know, Baby is still very strong against pure Saiyans because of his passive here. Now, if your HP is below 40%, you do have a 50% chance to actually transfer into the Golden Ozaru, which in my opinion, I feel like is still the best giant form to this day. And the reason why is because he actually gets this beautiful mechanic where he gets Ki plus 1 per Ki for obtain. So it's actually very easy for him to actually get an 18 Ki Super and a 12 Ki Super consistently. So still a very good card here. LR Baby, you know, if you don't have that many cards, you can still use this character because he's also very good. The only issue is that we don't know if there's any damage reduction against Extreme Class, but I mean, you know, you still have that free transformation with LR Baby where you take no damage whatsoever, so that's actually also very good. LR Gohan, I would also recommend here as well. LR Gohan is a free-to-play LR. He's actually very easy to get today. He is a super battle road reward if you actually beat all the stages here. And I would definitely recommend you actually easy A him. And the reason why is because his leader skill is actually very versatile. It's all types, Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense 120. So if you are lacking any of the Super Saiyan 4 leaders, then you can actually use this Gohan as the leader here as well. His passive is actually what makes him really good. His passive here is going to be Ki plus 2, attack and defense plus 77% at the start of turn. Ki plus 7 plus additional attack plus 58%. And disable enemies guard when HP is 58% or less. And he also has your damage reduction by 58% if you actually have your Goku attacking the same turn here. So having this Gohan in slot 1 if you have a Goku on the same turn is actually very good because again he has damage reduction by 58%. So he's actually be a very good defensive wall. And then you can have here Super Saiyan 4 Goku or any other Goku in slot number 2 or 3 actually super attack and do tremendous damage here. So again, LR going, I would definitely recommend here if you actually have him and you are missing some units, you can also use this character here. Another character you can actually bring here as well. Now that we move here to the TUR versions, I'll actually start off here with the AGL units. As far as AGL units, I'd probably only recommend here the EZ, of course, for Vegeta, and also the AGL Broly here. But I'll probably go here with the AGL Vegeta. So actually take a look at the passive here for Vegeta here. You want to make sure he actually gets an EZA. Now, do remember that we cannot use the same name update in the EZA event. So you either choose here the EZA Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta or you use the LR version. But personally, I would recommend using the EZA because it's less maintenance. And they also hit way harder than the LRs, which is actually really insane here. So for Vegeta, for his passive, we can see he gets here attack plus 150, defense 120, plus additional attack plus 40% when performing a super attack, medium chance of an enemy super attack, and countering with tremendous power. Again, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta with the Goku is a powerhouse, power creep, I should say here, because these guys hit insanely hard. For Broly is not the worst option. Like I said before, he's actually really good, but the thing is that I think there might be damage reduction against extreme class allies, so again, you do have to watch out for that. But Broly should be good defensively here because on his super attack, he does actually raise attack and defense for 3 turns. And then for his passive here, he actually gets your key plus 1 at the start of every turn, attack and defense plus 70%, plus the defense plus 20% with each attack performed, up to 80%, and additional attack plus 20% with each attack received, up to 80%. So again, even though Broly might not do as much damage because he is an extreme class unit, he will actually have your very good defense because again, he does actually stack his defense on his super attack and also on his passive here as well. So definitely do not sleep here on Broly. As far as the int ones, you actually want to bring here, of course, here the int Super Saiyan Vegeta. And the reason why is because Super Saiyan Vegeta is also a leader for the GT heroes, which of course is key plus 3 and also HP attack and defense 170. But he's also an orb changer as well. It's actually very powerful. And he's also a nuker where he actually gets your attack and defense plus 10% per keys for obtain. He also actually gets your attack plus 180 and defense 120 at the start of turn. And he also gets your additional attack plus 50% per GT heroes attacking the same turn here. So again, Super Saiyan Vegeta, definitely I would recommend in your team if you actually have him here as well. As far as the Kid Goku you could use, but I mean he's not going to actually link up very well as in terms of synergy with the other characters. But you can still bring Kid Goku if you have to because again he's still pretty decent. He actually has a very good active skill condition. When your HP is below 59%, you can actually use his active skill and actually do also a guaranteed crit because when your HP is below 59% once only, he will do a guaranteed crit as well. So Kid Goku is okay. He's not the worst, but I mean if you have nothing left to do, then I guess you can use him here as well. As far as STR, you only want to bring here, of course, it's going to be here the STR Goku. STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like he's like a monster. In my opinion, he's like the best EZA to this day. And the reason why is because they made him so oppressive, so dominant, and has so much support that, you know, he is like head and shoulders better than Vegeta, which is unfortunate, right? So if we take a look at his passive here, he gets attack plus 150 and defense 120, plus additional attack plus 40% when performing a super attack, medium chance of evading enemy super attack, and countering with tremendous power. Now, once, you know, 2 or 3 turns have passed by, Super Saiyan 4 Goku will look better than Vegeta, which is very unfortunate. But again, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is a powerhouse, so definitely a must run here. For Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I probably would not recommend him because his defense is very bad, and also his Great Ape transformation is actually also very bad as well. So definitely would not recommend you bring here Super Saiyan 3 Goku. For the physical stage here, we actually have here the GT Goku as well, Super Saiyan. He's also very good. He's a leader for GT heroes and also for Goku's family. Same passive as for Vegeta. Now the only exception is that he actually gets here more attack than defense, where he actually gets here 20% attack per orb obtained. And also he actually gets additional defense plus 50% per GT heroes attacking the same turn. Now on a full GT heroes team here, Goku is much more superior than Vegeta. But overall, I feel like both characters are actually pretty equal. For the physical here, you can actually bring here also Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is actually really fun and very versatile. I also hope that he actually gets an EZA for the upcoming Hero Celebration. His passive will be attack and defense 140. Crossover category allies keep +1 attack and defense 20%. The same thing for the Giant Ape power category. It also has a high chance of evading enemy super attack and countering with tremendous power. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, like, mark my words, he's still very good to this day. It's just that he needs a little push here to actually put him with today's meta in terms of content. But Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is still a very good unit here, and he definitely deserves an EZA for the upcoming Hero Celebration. As far as Cumber is really only meant for Super Battled. I don't know if I can actually recommend him, because like all of this right here is very useless, especially in the Extreme Z area, because they're like going to be immune to the effects here, right? So alright, we are back here, so my battery did die here. So yeah, for Cumber I probably would not recommend, because Cumber is just going to be very useless. But also he is going to be a stream class unit, so again there might be damage reduction. I also forgot here about the AGL Turles. AGL Turles I would not recommend because his defense is very bad. And also his stunning abilities will be very useless also as well, because we're not able to stun the enemy. So that's going to be very useless. Now you could also bring here, what's his face here? Shuget. Shuget is actually not a bad option, but he's not like, you know, your best option either. And here's why I say this, because he actually is a support type unit for defense. So he's okay. I mean, you have nothing left, then you can definitely use him. But you know, Shuget I probably would not recommend, but he's still an option for you. And then the other two characters I want to miss here as well here, or actually one more character, is going to be here the Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. Now Super Saiyan 4 Bardock is a monster, right? He's actually very strong, and he's actually really ridiculous for an SSR. So you know, once he actually gets his awakening, Bardock will be insane. His passive will be attack and defense 140 at the start of turn, plus additional attack and defense plus 40% when there are 4 or more crossover category allies on the team. Attacks affecting its all types when HP is 80% or more, or performs a critical hit when HP is 90% or more. So again, Bardock will hit very, very hard, and also has very good defense, especially when you actually pair him up with a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. So definitely don't sleep on Bardock, but Bardock is a fantastic choice if you actually do have him here. So that's going to be it for the card details. I don't think I missed anything else here. As far as units here, I don't know if I would recommend the free-to-play AGL Bardock. Just because his links aren't really the greatest, but I mean, he's still also an option as well. But again, I feel like I mentioned all the cards that definitely deserve to be on here for your team building guide. But for sure, I would definitely recommend the EZA Super Saiyan 4s over the LRs. But if you don't have them, you can definitely use here the LRs as well, because they still have that beautiful active skill. You also have the free-to-play Vegeta. Honestly, this free-to-play Vegeta, don't even waste your time. He's not the greatest. You know, he's okay, but he's nothing special. So as far as free-to-play, this will be very difficult, because as you can see from the roster, there's like barely any free-to-play characters. You have 1, 2, 3. What we have here? 4. Yeah, you have only 4 characters who are free-to-play. So as far as free-to-play, I don't think this is possible, but I will definitely leave it to J Fanta. So that's going to be a quick rundown for the card details. So now we're actually move on to the team building guides. So we'll be right back. Alright, and now we are back on the Dokkan Battle Optimizer. So now we're actually looking at some team builds very quickly. So as you guys know, we're actually going to start off here with the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. As you guys know, he's the leader for the Giant Ape power category. Now, it all depends what you have in your box here, but what I would go for, if this was my team build, I'd actually go here for the EZA Super Saiyan 4s, because they are really insane together. And of course, you actually want to go ahead and bring here the GT, Goku, and Vegeta, because they are a monster here, right? And of course, you actually want to go ahead and bring in Vegeta. It's actually one of my favorite teams to actually run off camera. When I'm actually just playing the game of Dokkan without any showcases. And this is what you actually call here a power creep team building guide, right? Or a team build. Because all these characters hit very hard. The only opponent that's actually kind of weakest is actually be here Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. But he's actually really here just for support, because he is providing that extra attack and defense and key +1. So again, this will be your main rotations, just like this here. And it's actually pretty funny is that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is actually going to be your main floater here. But you can actually keep him on rotation as well if you actually want to. But I mean, the way the synergy is actually working, I actually prefer this here because you can see here that the links are actually really well here. Like, for example, GT Goku and also Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, they share, I believe, 6 out of 7 links together. For the Super Saiyan, for the Super Saiyan GT Goku and Vegeta, they share 5 links together. So again, as long as we have these 3 characters as a floater, Goku in the middle is actually activate all his links activated. So that's actually be really nice and pretty cool. So again, this is, you know, a very easy collab as far as a run for the easy event. Another team building guide you can actually rock here if you don't have here the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is that you can actually use here the GT heroes, so actually the Vegeta or the Goku as a leader. So we're actually going to go here with the Goku because Goku has more Goku's family as part of the Giant Ape category. You just want to go ahead and bring, of course, here the Vegeta. Now, if you don't have the Easy A's, you could as well also bring in the LRs as well. It's really up to you. So I'm actually going to go ahead and bring here the LRs just in case you guys don't have the TURs. And then, of course, you want to bring here the Gohan here as well because it's actually part of Goku's family. So he is going to get that extra leader skill, but also will be a very good defensive wall. And then, of course, here another character you can actually bring here as well. For GT heroes, you can actually bring here this Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which I actually did forget to actually mention in the card details. But you can still bring him. He actually does very good damage, but he definitely needs an easy as well because his defense is really not that there. It's actually not that there. It's actually not there. Sorry. And then for your leader, you can actually bring another GT Goku, or you can bring here Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as well, because he is providing that 170 across the board. So it all depends what you have as your friend lead, but for your main rotations, it'd be actually the exact same thing. So you want to go ahead and bring this here, and then you want to go ahead and bring this character like here. There we go. If you don't have this tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you actually replace him with the tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as well. Nothing really is going to change here, so same thing as well, your same main rotations. Or you can actually keep Gohan in slot number 1 and keep Goku in slot number 2. So you actually keep Gohan as your slot 1 wall because again, he does have that damage reduction, and then Goku can actually just use his, you know, his nuking ability here, dishing out like beautiful, like probably 5 or 7 million attack stats. So again, that's another team build, or you can actually bring here another GT Vegeta or Goku. Let's actually just bring here GT Goku because why not? So that's gonna be another team build you can actually rock here. Another team build you can rock here if you actually are low on the GT characters is that you can actually bring here a full crossover category team, which I will show you. So of course you want to bring here Vegito, you also want to bring here Cumber, you want to bring here the SSR for Bardock, also for Gohan, and of course you want to bring here Broly as well. And then this is going to be the crossover category, so what you could do is that we are short 1 character here, right? But what you can actually do here is that you actually bring here a crossover unit, and the reason why is because the crossover category units are actually very strong. And the one character I would probably recommend if you are to bring here a full crossover team is that you can actually bring here Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, right? And the reason why is because Vegeta has that beautiful 80% damage reduction for the first 8 turns. So again, you know, you can still bring here another crossover category unit. That's completely fine. Or you can also bring here, of course, you want that extra support and healing. You guys should bring here the Demon Goddess Toa, but I probably would go and recommend bringing Vegeta because he's much more consistent. And then, of course, you want to bring here another Vegito. And then pretty much that's all you have to do with here, right? So, again, you can actually go ahead and put your main rotations actually be this right here. And then that should be pretty much it for the crossover category if you are low on the GT heroes. This is another team build you can actually rock here as well. And this will definitely get the job done here as well. I have no doubt about that because Broly is just a complete monster when you have him with Vegito because they share 4 links together, and also Vegito is providing that 40% attack and defense to Broly. So Broly is definitely going to wipe the opponent off the face of the event. So as we here another team build. So now we actually go back here to the Giant Ape category. We actually go back here, Giant Ape should be right about here. There we go. And then I think that's about it for the Giant Ape category. I mean, you could also bring Broly as a leader as well, if you want to, or you can also bring here Gohan as the leader as well because he is providing that 120 across the board. So that's also another good option for you as far as a leader. Now, if you're trying to do this free to play, I don't know if you can actually get this done as free to play because I don't see any free-to-play character except for Team Bardock and Gohan, and also this Bardock here as well as free-to-play. But that's about it as free-to-play. I don't see anyone else that I know that's free-to-play here, right? So free-to-play, I don't think it's possible because there's just not enough units for the Giant Ape power category. Is there another team I could probably recommend here? Let's see here. I think that's gonna be about it. I don't see anything else I can actually bring here. I guess you can maybe go a full Goku's family. Let's see here. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I probably would not recommend that. Nah, it's just way too risky. So I don't know. As far as free to play, I don't think it's possible because there's not enough units here. Yeah, that's gonna be my team build here. My recommendation. If I am doing this event here, I'm probably gonna go and actually bring here a full Super Saiyan 4 squad. We're actually going and bring here. Oh, another team we can actually rock here as well is like if you don't have any of the GT heroes, but you have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you can actually go ahead and rock here the heroes Super Saiyan 4. So actually take a quick look here. Actually, we need SSRs. So you can actually go ahead and do this here if you wanted to. This is a very old school team. There we go. And then you can actually bring here another Super Saiyan 4. So we're actually gonna go ahead and bring here. Who else do we have here? You can actually go ahead and bring here. Let's just bring here Super Saiyan 4 Goku because it's much more common. And then sure, why not? You can get. Actually, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's fine. And then you want to go ahead and bring here another Gogeta, right? So that's another team build, right? If you are missing some of the GT heroes, you can actually bring here Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with the other Super Saiyan 4s as well. That's gonna be another strong team build. But for me personally, I think the best team build for this event is actually gonna be a team like this, where you bring here the EZAs and you bring here the GT Goku and Vegeta. I think that's gonna be the team winning against the event here. Let's bring this here to you. You can go here, and then you can go here. Alright, so that's gonna be my team recommendation. Let me know yours or comment down below. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, so for more videos, comment down below. And hopefully, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!